Should you buy this motorcycle? Big question, and the answer is review was long pending, and a lot of people have been asking for this review. If you want to have a motorcycle which definitely stands out or gives another look, so let's get on to the highway. You will have to reconsider if you're a highway rider. Wow, and welcome back to Weekend on Wheels, and I'm Girish, and I'm back at the Yamaha showroom Mangalore, and this time I'm gonna check out their FZX. Yes, in my last video a lot of people didn't like the video which I did. I just gave my opinion, and this time I'm here to see whatever I said then by looking at the picture. Let me reconfirm if I continue to think that way, and also ride and give you a detailed review about the ride, how does this ride, and give you all those inputs. Meanwhile, if you haven't seen my last video talking about the launch and what I felt about the motorcycle, here's a link on the top. You can check out that video and come back and watch this review. And in this video I'm going to talk everything about the motorcycle, right from its looks and also how does it ride in the current situation. I will see you guys right after this intro video to talk more about this motorcycle. Welcome back to my channel, guys, and here we have the all new Yamaha FZX. So Yamaha actually hears to what all the riders have to say, and then yes, all of us waited for long time for the XSR, but then they thought they're one of their highest selling motorcycle is the FZ, and they reintroduced FZ in a newer format, in a newer version called FZX. And to be really frank, guys, the day one when I saw it, I didn't really like the design of this. I was disappointed. At the same time, even when I'm looking this motorcycle right in front of me live, I still continue to have the same opinion. I'm still disappointed by the looks of it. But then here, I'm not gonna talk about the looks or tell any judgmental about the looks. Right now, I'm gonna ride this motorcycle and tell you in detail about this motorcycle, how does it ride, and all those things. So let's just get a little up close and personal like usual. Start from the handlebar and tell you more about this motorcycle. So let's start this. So this gets a complete digital console, and you have a lot of information floating in. So you have the RPM meter here and the speedometer, and then you have the kilometer mentioned here, then you have the trip meter here, and then you also get, if you connect your phone onto this, you also get a lot of phone indication. And then you have the left indicator, right indicator, ABS, neutral, high beam, and also the engine one. So coming onto your left hand side, you have the high beam, low beam, and then you have the pass button here. You have the left and right indicator, horn button, and also this is to turn on your headlight. And going on to your right hand side, you have the kill switch on and off, and then you have the power button. And a very smart thing that they've done here is you have a 12 volts charging port just in case you want to charge your mobile phone. And now coming on to the tank, you can fill up to 10 liters on this. The FZ holds up to 13 liters of fuel, but then in this it holds 10 liters of fuel. The sitting posture is very comfortable, upright sitting posture. And when you look at this, it gets a little fancy stuff here. The dummy radiator guard, this does not come with the radiator, but then it's just for the design bit of it. Coming onto the headlight, it gets a bifunctional LED headlight and these three separate lights on the side. And coming onto the mudguard, it comes with a metal mudguard and also comes with a bash plate on the bottom. And this gets the same chassis and the subframe as FZ. There's not much difference in this. What really changes this is the way the tank looks. It gets a much bulkier tank, and this gets a 12.2 horsepower at a max of 7,250 RPM and a 13.8 Newton meter torque at a max of 5,500 RPM. And then you also, when you look at the tires, this gets the block pattern tires on the rear, and then gets this sleek looking tail lamp. So now I'm gonna ride this motorcycle and give you the ride perspective. How does motorcycle rides? How does it feel? How does it brakes? What's the sitting posture? How comfortable it is? How does it perform in the initial, mid and high range as well? So let's ride this and tell you more about that. And here I am reviewing the much awaited FZX on my channel, the review of the FZX, and this has been long pending on my channel, so I'm gonna ride this and tell you my opinion how this motorcycle rides. The sitting position is definitely very comfortable. So let's get on to the highway. And here we are on the highway, and I'm gonna tell you in detail about this motorcycle, how this motorcycle rides and feels as well. So the sitting posture is very comfortable. It's an upright sitting posture, and also the foot pegs seems to be coming a little forward, so it's a very good comfortable sitting position. And also the handlebar is slightly raised, and it's also very comfortable. And the initial power of the motorcycle is very good. You have a very good initial power and also a good mid-range. Feels very light. So this is the carb weight of this motorcycle is 139 kilograms, and this feels very light and very easy to maneuver here and there. And now talking about the mid-range, it's got a very good mid-range. So now let's try to do a top end on this. So this has a very good mid-range, so up till 80 there's no problem at all, but after 80 this feels like it's struggling. It's not so peppy. After once you cross 80 kilometers per hour, it is not as peppy as it feels in the first 30-40 or up till the 80 kilometers mark. It is nice and easy power delivery. But then once you cross that 80 mark, it starts struggling. So this is more like a city motorcycle, I can say. If you plan to go on a highway ride, you might complain or you might struggle after this crosses 80 kilometer mark. And talking about the handling, very easy to maneuver, so that's very good. So easy and sharp, so it can take sharp corners, sharp turns. And like I mentioned, very smooth power delivery in the initial first 4 gears. And once you reach the peak and once it hits the linear power, the power delivery slows down. You do not get the same kind of power rush the way you have it in the initial and mid-range. Braking is very good. It comes with a single channel ABS. The braking is good and it has a good bite. The overall handling of the motorcycle is also very good. You feel you're completely in control of the motorcycle, and I must say Yamaha makes one of the best engines. So not just Yamaha, any Japs for that matter, they make one of the best engines, and this is similar on those lines. Very refined and very smooth engine. When you're doing a solo ride, you may not feel it is underpowered, but definitely when you have a pillion, and especially when you're riding on a highway, you will find this a little underpowered, especially if you want to do a top end speed. I don't have a pillion currently, so it's comfortable, easy and peppy as well in the initial gears. But then, like I mentioned, when it comes to linear power, it struggles. So once you reach 80 kilometers, it struggles. And also when you look at the turning radius, this has a longer turning radius compared to the FZ because of the length of the vehicle and the way this has been designed. This is more like they call it as neo retro motorcycle, and gets a little bit of scrambler look also. I don't want to really comment on the looks. I've already told what's my opinion about the looks of this motorcycle, so I'm not going to talk about the looks. In my previous video which I did about this motorcycle, I've already spoken and told my thoughts about this looks. And yes, You can see the handling is very easy and very swift, and the motorcycle feels very nimble the minute you are on the motorcycle. I feel they should have given an extra gear, because after you reach out to the top gear you feel the lack of power, and you feel there should have been an extra gear to this. So I don't have a chance to take this on bad roads or so-called off-road. The X stands for extreme riding conditions, and I don't have the opportunity here, so I will not be able to tell you how this performs when you do a little bit of off-road. So when I say off-road, please, always I keep telling that when I say off-road, it is bad roads or no roads condition, and not really hardcore off-road. This is a perfect city bike. You can comfortably ride anywhere in the city. This will just do about right job for riding around the city, and also the seat are very comfortable. It gets a nice long seat, very comfortable seats, has a good amount of cushioning into it, and shifting of gear is so smooth. I mean, I've ridden the previous FZ 25 and all, very smooth gear shifting, and similarly on this one also, very good engine, very smooth engine. And you know, especially when you shift the gear, the way it shifts is very smooth. I love that. And Japanese are known for their machines and their engine. They make really good smooth engine. So yes, this one is one of the other examples for the same. And I thought this might have a lot of wind blast. A lot of people don't talk about this, but then I must say this particular motorcycle has a very minimal wind blast, even at 80s or 90s. Once I reach 90 also, this has very little wind blast, which is surprising and shocking. I thought, this being the way this has been designed, the neo retro look, this will have a lot of wind blast, but then surprisingly no wind blast at all, which is definitely a plus point for this motorcycle. Let's talk about the suspension in these conditions. So you see, these are not the best of the roads. They have a lot of bumpy roads and potholes. So let's see that. So this handles these very comfortably, but then the rear suspension is slightly stiffer, so you will feel a little bit of jerkiness coming from the rear suspension. The front suspension is good enough. And now getting back to the city condition. So finished the highway, now back to the city. This is a perfect city machine. I'm telling you, when you're riding this in city, you will never feel lack of power at all, because there's good power in the initial and mid-range. You will feel lack of power only once you hit the highway, and especially when you go on to the linear power. The linear range is very less. So once you hit above 80 is when you feel there is lack of power, or it struggles to go and go to the next benchmark. But if you're in city, you will never complain at all. It's very comfortable to ride in city conditions, and also very easy to maneuver in city conditions. And yes, with this we come to an end of this review. I am almost reaching back to the showroom, and thanks to Sharif Motors for giving me the opportunity to ride their FZX. This review was long pending, and a lot of people have been asking for this review, and there it is, my first hand review about the Yamaha FZX. Should you buy this motorcycle? Big question. And the answer is, if you are somebody who rides a lot in city, definitely you can look, because this gives you a complete total different look. This is a like it or a hate it design, and for me, I really don't like the way it looks, but then a lot of people like the way it looks. If you want to have a motorcycle which definitely stands out or gives another look, this is the one to go for it. So you can always look and go for one of these. And yes, if it's a city usage, definitely thumbs up from my end. You can always go for it, but then if you are a long tourer, you will have to reconsider if you're a highway rider. And with that, we come to the end of this review about the FZX, and I've given my verdict. If you're gonna use this in city condition, definitely go for it. Lovely machine. And if you had considered FZ, you can always look at going for the FZX. But then if it is the long ride or a touring, if you are a kind of guy who likes to throttle it out or a throttle buster, you might be a little disappointed because after 80 it struggles. So that's what I had to talk about the all new Yamaha FZX. Hope you guys liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and share this video. And until the next video, please stay at home, stay safe, vaccinate yourself. Bye bye for now.